Hello, 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 and welcome back to NiFinsight. So it's been a while since we have our podcast, right, Illia?
Yep. Yeah. I think it's about 2 weeks.
Yeah, around 2 weeks, I guess.
Yeah, sorry about that. I think we've
Yeah,
been resting for a while.
yeah. I bet you guys already miss us, right?
Right?
Right? Yeah. Well,
I
no, my
wonder.
I wonder.
Okay.
Okay, okay. So
Mm.
tonight we're going to talk about failure. Okay.
Uh it's failure, right? I mean not failure again.
Did I say failure?
Yeah, I heard
Failure.
failure, so I was like, oh no,
Failure.
I wrote thing. Okay.
Failure.
Okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
don't worry. We're going to talk about failure.
Okay,
All
so I
right.
was right. Okay, okay.
Okay. All right. So let's start with the definitions of it. Should you start first or me?
I think it's better if you start first because I don't have a lot. I think.
Yeah,
Mm.
I also doesn't have a lot, but yeah, let's just go with it. All
Let's
right.
just wing it. Let's
Yep.
go.
Let's
Mm.
go. So failure is just something that doesn't work.
Ah.
That's my personal definitions of it. All right. Very simple. No. What is it? No good grammars and whatever. It's just very simple. Failure is just something that doesn't work.
Oh, oh. Wow, I didn't expect it would be that short.
Yep. All right.
Mm.
So when you fail, you just discover something that doesn't work. And to me, discovering something that doesn't work is is more important because it allows me to understand something more deeper.
Mm.
Yeah. Go what I coming from?
Yeah, I think if you are always right, for example, if you're talking with someone who always agrees,
Mm-hmm.
like they never disagree just because they want to keep the harmony, you will
Mm-hmm.
never actually know like what's going on, like what's the actual truth. You will never know like what they are thinking, their own opinions. You will never know. You won't figure it out because you didn't fail in yeah, because no disagreements happen, right? For me it's like it's kind of like failing in a way. mm,
Yeah, that is correct.
mm,
Because you are you want to keep the harmony, comfort. You don't want to deal with the discomfort, like arguing, uh, playing devil advocates and stuff. You don't like that. You just want to
mm,
keep the harmony, even the thing doesn't make sense. You know the thing doesn't make sense, but you just agree for the sake of harmony, I guess. And
mm.
that's uh, from I understand from you, I guess.
Huh?
Failure. Yeah, it's just the thing
Okay.
that you said just now, right?
Oh, just now. I thought it's like
Yeah.
from before. Okay.
Oh, no, no,
Yeah.
no. Yeah.
Like for example, a relationship failure, which we often see, like we
Mm-hmm.
can see a lot. Um, for example, this relationship is obviously showing signs of failure, but like you are still defending it, like you're still
Yep.
trying to be with this person even if they have wronged you, they've done like you are also toxic to them, like you are not meant for each other anymore, but you decide to just keep going because you it's like probably like you don't want to admit that the relationship is failing, I think. mm,
Yes, yes. And I will say that it's not wrong to do that, admitting
mm,
the relationship is failing because
mm,
actually failures it's not something for you to like stop. If you are working on something, let's say a relationship, right? You work on the relationships, and there's a lot of red flags. There's a lot of uh, sign for you to just stop having in that relationships, be in that relationships, right? There's a lot of signs, but you take that sign as something that can be discussed, right? You can discuss that thing. You still can like try to control the things, and
Mm.
yeah, you can basically you can do something about it, right? And
Mm.
if you don't do something about it, is basically you ignore the things, and that is where you are failing, right? So is that what
Yep.
you meant?
There are like some cases where the relationship is not failing. It's more like you have this small disagreements or small failings, I guess.
Yeah.
Like with each other, and then you need to decide whether you like how much worth of this person in the relationship. So if this person is really worth it, you would, take that failure, like that disagreement you have towards each other. You notice there's a flaw in the relationship when there's a failure, like there's a disagreement, like I said earlier, I think.
Okay, I get it.
Mm,
So all right, there's a failures. It's just up to you what you're going to do with the failures, right?
mm, yep.
It's either you want to fail more, or you want to turn that failure into success.
Mm,
Right.
yep.
Okay. All right. So another thing I would say, failure is not really something that really bad to me. I would rather have 10 failures than just have one success. Does that make sense to you?
uh
Okay, hear me out. Because
okay.
with that 10 failures, I actually learn a lot of stuff. Then
Mm,
that then with that just one success. All right. I learn a lot of
mm,
things with 10 failures, but little things with a success, with one success.
mm,
Right? Little things with one success, and a lot of things with 10 failures. I would rather have that things. Yeah, that's what
mm.
I'm talking about. That's the reasons. So yeah, any
I
objections? It's like having an argument. Okay, what is it?
No, no, I agree. I mean, I think I can relate with my job right now. My current position would be a software tester, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as yours. So we always need to be met with failures of the system, right? In order for us to learn more about the system. It's like
Yes, correct.
um if we keep doing the right thing, we just like we didn't make any mistake in that system, we will never know which part um we will probably like miss out the important details of the system. We'll miss out like oh, this
True,
system can actually do this thing, but we
true,
never know because we're just like so caught up with the thing that we already know that won't fail, I think. Mm.
true. And that's what makes you a good software tester, right? Some,
Mm.
I will say, uh, I do have that kind of spirit when I start doing the software testing, but when I get some, uh, from time to time, I feel like uh, I don't really like to find the errors in the system personally, because yeah, the deeper I get into the system, the more failures that I can see. But the thing
Mm.
here is, uh, basically, it's going to be a lot of errors just from me, not from the customer. So if I compile that up and add it together with the errors and failures that I found that we got from the customer, there's a lot of stuff. So when you have a limited, okay, this is out of topic, by the way, it's fine. When you
Mm-hmm.
have the limited amount of manpower and you are doing software testing, I would say you try to minimize the minor errors that you found. And yeah, because customers' errors will be prioritized by the programmer instead of yours. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I
whatever.
mean, we cannot really do the what they say, Tara testing, the whole testing stuff, because when we do that, it's like it's very time consuming, and it's not a guarantee for the
Mm,
programmer will be fixing it, because they always
mm,
do the one that customer finds first. Like
correct,
they
correct,
prioritize that one first, so we probably will just save it in the archive, like a test
correct.
case. Yep.
So I
Mm.
would rather uh, just find the major errors, I think, rather than just
Mm.
find the minor and get deeper and deeper into the software. So because no one's gonna fix it for you. Let's be true.
Mm.
Because if you have the limited amount of manpower. So yeah,
Mm.
suggestions: have the programmer for uh, internal error thing, and also have the programmer for customer complaints, customer errors, and stuff. Right?
Yeah, so they can focus like only on one thing, I guess.
Correct. Correct.
Mm.
One for improvisations of the system. One to fix the problem.
Mm.
And
Yeah, it
it's
will
going
be
to,
more
yeah,
organized that way.
it's going to be more organized and cool.
Mm.
All right. So
Yep.
back to the topic: failure.
Are
Okay.
we were we complaining or something earlier?
Uh, I think.
Okay,
Okay.
it's fine. Mm.
Okay. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
from failures, we can
Mm-hmm.
learn a lot of things, right? Like I just
Mm-hmm.
mentioned, I would
Mm-hmm.
rather have 10 failures than one success. Yep.
Mm.
All
Okay.
right. Because it's actually led me to learn a lot of stuff.
Mm.
Do you have anything to add?
Um, from your part, I think no. I think I'm fine.
All right. So I want to talk about the benefits of failure. This actually give you benefits. So what are
Mm.
those benefits? I think.
Oh, we are moving on to benefits, because I actually do have like the meaning part that I want to
Oh
share.
yeah. Oh my. Okay. Sure. You can share.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, since I don't know what's wrong with my brain tonight, it doesn't really give me so much brain juice, so I just did some research on
It's
Google
fine.
instead.
It's fine. It's fine.
Like for the meanings, actually, I did the research.
Mm-hmm.
So, from the Cambridge Dictionary, the
Wow.
first meaning of failure is the fact of someone or something not succeeding. Means that maybe it's more inclined towards saying someone as a failure, like you're a failure, you did not do this, so you're a failure. Yeah, that's like more like saying this person did not succeed a goal, so you
Mm-hmm.
call this person as a failure.
Yeah.
Mm. This is more person focused. And then the second one, it means the fact of not doing something that you must do or are expected to do.
Mm-hmm.
For this one, I think it's pretty familiar when we were in uni. I think because this interpretation actually reminds me of during our exams in the exam hall, there will be this announcement, like not really an announcement, but before we start our exam there will always be like a videotape that will be played that says something like failure in doing so will be punished in something like that. I don't know if you remember while we're in uni.
I don't remember, but yeah.
Before we start our exam, there will always be like this set of rules that will be read by a videotape, and they will say something like, a
Oh,
failure to do so
I remember that.
will be punished with heavy punishment, something like that. But I don't
I
remember the.
remember that. I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah. So you actually get punished when you do something wrong. When you fail, you get punished from that. And
Mm.
hmm, something wrong to me, I guess.
Yeah. Like this meaning mentioned that you are expected to do this thing, but you didn't do it, so it's a failure.
Yes.
Mm. And then the third one, which is the last one that I found, means the fact of something not working as it should. This one is more inclined towards like heart failure, you know? Um well, I got that example from Cambridge as
Heart
well.
attack?
Yeah, heart failure. This person had a heart failure. It's something like it's not working anymore. It's like
Die.
yeah.
You're dead.
We want to keep this people friendly, okay? Like lower age friendly. Don't say that word so easily.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. So I think failure is closely associated with flaws, you know? It's like
Hmm.
because it did not succeed, so it is flawed. The system is flawed. It's not working as it should be. So
Yep.
yeah, the similar term would be flaw for failure.
Ah,
Mm,
understand
that's
that.
what I thought. Mm,
It's like having a system that some part of the system doesn't work. Let's say in a business, right? There's a marketing team, there's a
yep, yep.
or is it? There's a IT team, there's a uh, networking team or whatever. If one of these team uh, doesn't work, like fail, stop working, stop
Mm-hmm.
functioning, all right, it will
Mm-mm.
affect the whole company
Yep.
because it's part of the system. If one of the system uh, failing,
Mm,
okay, start to work, it will affect all of the systems.
yep. So it's a failure. Mm. And so do we have failures? What do you think? Is it possible for a person to never fail in their life? What do you think?
Of course,
Ah,
we need fail. We need the failure.
I asked, is it possible for a person to never fail in their life?
And I said, of course. I mean, I mean, of course,
Okay,
we need to
that
have failures. That's what I meant.
no.
Right?
I mean, I'm interested to know your opinion. If you meant, of course, there will be a person that never fails.
Hmm. Where is
Hmm.
that guy? Where is that person? Hmm? Cat? Dog? Dog never failed, man. It's just cat. All right. All right.
So,
Okay.
what do you think?
Yeah. Of course, we need to have failure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in our life, we fail a lot. You fail um, walking as a
Mm-hmm.
baby. As a baby, right?
Mm.
We just fail to walk at, at one
Yeah,
time, at certain time. We just fail
there
to walk
is there is no way you came out of your mother's womb and then just
and
run.
running and run out of nowhere, right? And just talk like a adult. Hey man, what's up? No, no way. You gotta start somewhere,
Mm.
and when you start, You're going to fail a lot, right? But with
Mhm.
that failures, it's going to teach you a lot of things for you to become an expert at walking, for example. Right? I
Mhm.
feel a lot. I feel a lot when I learning to walk. As I remember, I
Mhm.
fall,
Mm.
I hit a table and stuff. I'm crying. It hurts. It's very painful,
Mm. Mm.
painful process. But I'm here right now, running.
Running, you running. I never saw you running.
Yeah, it just yeah, that's the meaning.
Yep,
What's
yep.
what I meant.
Okay.
Right.
Yep. So true. I believe everyone has failures, if not we are not human, and we probably would be supernatural. I mean,
Mm.
even superheroes that you saw in the TV, in the movies, has failures, right? Mm.
Mm-hmm. Of
Yep.
course.
Mm.
All right.
Mm.
So
Okay.
you got anything else?
Um, I think we can move on to your part.
Yep. My point. Okay.
Mm.
So next thing I want to talk about the benefits of failure.
Mm.
So failure is actually going to allow you to discover more things on that particular field that you are studying.
Mhm.
Like I said in the introductions, I would rather have 10 failures than just one success. Because
Mm.
with that 10 failures, I actually learn a lot of stuff. So yeah,
Okay.
let's say I want to learn um, playing guitar, right?
Mhm.
So when I start to learn, I will feel a lot. I will feel a lot, but I will enjoy the process. I will laugh when I make mistake and stuff. It's kind
Mm.
of painful. Can be painful. Can be uh, tough.
You should though.
Yeah. But all of that, yeah, I should. But all of that is going
Mhm.
to give me a good memories for me, a good
Mm-mm.
experience learning something. Yeah, it's kind of boring, to just have something instantly. Like you play games and you just use a cheat code for you to get the reward instantly, and you don't feel anything because you don't have that
Yeah.
kind of hustle during the process. Do you agree with that?
At earlier times it would be fun, but in the long run it would feel very boring.
Correct, correct.
Mm.
Because actually, there's a scientific thing. I don't know if it's real or not. If you delay your reward, right, the reward is going to be good.
Mm.
Yeah, in your brain, right? In your brain, right, there is a reward hormone that are going to make you
Mm.
feel good. I don't know what is it, dopamine, serotonin,
I don't
dopamine, right?
remember as well. I
Or
think it's
whatever.
dopamine.
Yeah, let's say it's dopamine, right? So whenever
Mm.
you get something, you achieve something, there's a dopamine in your brain that makes you feel happy, make you feel good. So if you delay that thing, yeah, the dopamine become hard to get, and it become more valuable, I guess,
Mm.
because it's hard to get the things. But if it's so easy for you to uh, get the dopamine, the rewarding feelings, start to get boring. You get an instant gratifications, like yeah, it's just like instant gratifications. You do
Mm.
things, you get things. You do things, you get things. So your dopamine level is actually going to get higher and higher and higher and higher. So if you do something and it doesn't get uh, more than the limit of your dopamine, you don't feel anything. You're not going to feel good because you're having so high level of what is it,
Mm,
limit of
is it?
your dopamine. Yeah,
I guess.
yeah, because you need to work harder for you uh, to get to feel more rewarding.
Basically, it's like when something is very challenging. It's fun when it's challenging, right? It's like
Yeah, yeah,
mm, like when it's not challenging anymore, it will probably feel like, oh, this is so easy, and then you'll be like, why is this so easy?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
but there's another like however,
Mm-hmm.
if something is way too hard, it's gonna frustrate you anyway.
Correct, correct.
Yeah.
It's going to frustrate you, and that's where most people stop. Most people quit because you cannot
Mm.
bear with it. They cannot bear with it.
Yep.
Just get the they don't get the reward that they want.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So okay. Just now I talk about
Mm-hmm.
failure allow you to discover more things on that particular field that you are studying, right? So let's
Mm.
say I give you an
Uh,
example. You are learning to play guitar, and during that process, you're going to feel you're going to enjoy the process of learning. You're going to fail, you're going to mess up, you're going to fail so much. But that thing is actually going to give you good experience later. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
mm.
trying to uh what is it, revise what I'm saying just now because you get highly scientific just now.
Yeah.
It's kind of confusing to the audience. Sorry about that. Yeah, just
Mm,
the
yep.
simple elaborations that I can give.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Okay.
So you have anything to add to that, or you have
Um,
your point to add? It's fine.
my points.
Hmm.
From your view, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
But I do have my own point,
Yeah. Sure.
like unrelated. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's fine. Let's
um,
go straight to your point. All right.
yeah. So I listed down a few of my opinions on failure.
Mm-hmm.
For me, failure is natural. It's essential for the human's progress. For me,
Mm-hmm.
would you agree with that?
Yes. Agree. It's
Hmm.
progress. It's one of the steps.
Yeah, I think it's like, is it even called the progress if it just never fails? Like the graph line is just goes up and never goes down.
Yeah.
Like
Boring.
that sounds unrealistic.
Unrealistic.
Mm.
Correct.
I mean, maybe we do see it on social media as if things are just going well. We never see the failures,
Mm.
the downsides.
Mm.
Though we never see these parts because on social media we always want to see pretty things. We want to see just good progress. We don't want to see those all those failures and stuff.
Mm. True.
Mm, yeah,
People
it's
just
not
want to see the
worth
result.
someone. Yeah, it's not worth someone's time.
Correct.
Mm. Yep.
I just want to know the result.
Mm.
I don't want to know if it doesn't work. I don't want to waste my time. Yeah, that's
Mm.
basically what people want to see.
Yep, especially when you're used to working at the customer service.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. The
Mm.
thing doesn't work. I don't want to say it. I just want to know the things that works. I don't care about what you're doing, what doesn't work. I don't care about that. I just want to know my product. I just want to have the product, the things that is working. That's basically product, right? the things that the end results of it. That's
Yeah.
the
So
product. Mm.
sometimes it's like there is no point of you trying to explain to people about the failures, like because hardly, I mean, I'm not saying that it's impossible to ever meet someone who is interested in, helping you with your failures and stuff, like wanting to get to know more in a with a good intention, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time people don't really want to listen to your failures. They have their own failures that they want to deal with. And
Yes.
these things, I'm not saying it's bad necessarily. For me, it's like it's good that human have this sort of, you just want to focus on just a few things because you have other things. You have
Mm.
your own things in your life, so I think it's understandable. I mean, it's still acceptable that some people don't really want to listen to our failures, don't really, because they also have their own stuff that's going on. So you cannot really blame people for not wanting to understand other people's failures because they have something else they're worrying about.
Correct.
Mm. Mm.
But I think sometimes people just mention about their failures and stuff just because they just want to share what
Mm.
they are going through, so that yeah, you can listen to them. So if
Mm-mm.
you listen to them and try to give one to two a few words that can
Mm.
motivate them, yeah, you kind of make a good conversations
Yep.
rather than you just shrug it off, I guess.
Yeah, try to appear understanding instead of like saying stuff like I don't care. Just
Mm,
go straight to the point. Yeah, that make you sound like quite evil. It's like,
mm,
even if it's something that least you care about, maybe you should like be a decent human and actually,
listen,
yeah,
just
just
listen.
sometimes people don't really expect you to help them. They just want someone to, accept. Like, mm,
Uh-uh. Yes.
mm, yep. Why are you smiling? I know you're smiling.
Uh-uh. Why not?
Okay. So, the next thing would be um failure. Wow, I'm pretty proud with this one, but like I
Mm-hmm.
wrote this myself, but I feel like I've heard it somewhere, but it's not exactly like I heard it, but I kind of like made it out. Okay, whatever. Okay, so the second one would be failure is a mass opportunity. Mass.
Mm.
Mm.
Yep.
Mm.
Wow. Why is that?
Mask, you know what mask is? The one that we wear during this pandemic.
Oh, mass. I thought it was mass mass
No, 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 no.
opportunity.
Masked. I don't know how to like say it with the ed. Masked. Masked.
Math.
Mm, mm. Failure is a masked opportunity.
Yep.
It means like we often see I say we because come on, that's not like, let's just admit, we often would see failure as something that's like the end. It's like it's the end for me. Like we would have that time of life that we would feel that way.
Yeah.
And like when actually, if we try to change our perception, like the way we see failure, it can also be an opportunity, a chance for you to grow, a chance for you to be better. It's like
Mm.
um mm, that's what I meant with this quote.
Yeah.
Mm. What do you think?
Yeah. I do agree with that
Mm.
because yeah, you fail, you learn something, and that is why you become better because you learn something. Right. The more you
Mm.
fail, the more you learn. So the more you
Yeah.
learn, the more you know. The more you know, the more the things that you can avoid because you know stuff.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, you know that you cannot do this,
Yep.
so next time I won't do this anymore, I
Yeah.
think.
Correct.
Mm. Okay, that's all for me.
So yeah. Now let's I want to share
Mm-hmm.
um, kind of bad thing, I guess. The
Oh,
effect of failing.
okay.
The
Okay.
effect that you get once you fail. All right, you ready?
Scary. Uh-uh.
Okay, so some
Mm-hmm.
people take failures as their end result. They do something, they fail. Okay, I accept this failing, and I'm going to quit.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. They don't
Mm.
want to go further. Once they fail, they start to lose faith in themselves, and they just quit.
Mm.
Simple as that. So
Yep.
they take it as their end results, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I want to start a business, and in a few months, a few years, I fail, and yeah, I just stop. People tell you to stop. I stop. I will stop. I will
Stop.
just stop. Yeah.
Uh-uh.
So basically, some people do approach failure like that. They
Mm.
don't see it as something for you to keep moving, keep doing it.
Mm.
Thomas Edison's. Okay, Thomas Edison.
Yeah, come on.
Overused
This
Thomas Edison. All right.
yes, because it's like I know what's coming. Yeah. I expected his name will be,
Yeah.
summoned in this podcast. Okay.
The
Mm-hmm.
overused Thomas Edison. All right.
During
So,
school.
yeah.
Mm.
So Thomas Edison, he failed, I don't know, thousands, hundred times when he wanted to invent the light bulb. You know,
Mm.
the light bulb.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's actually he discovered thousands ways of the way that it's not working.
Mm. He's so cool.
Thousands, yeah, thousand ways to make that things to not work.
Mm.
And yeah, imagine how much things he learned with that things, with thousands of failures. He learned
Mm.
so many stuff, right?
Mm-mm.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he just get the one success, which he successfully to invent a light bulb, right? Okay,
Yeah,
I
that's
give
so
you,
cool.
yeah, it's so cool.
Mm.
I give you one analogy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, there's person A and person B. So person
Mm-hmm.
A spend his time to discover how to invent let's say a pen, right? A pen. He want to
Mm-hmm.
invent a pen. And during that process, he failed so many times, 10 times, 100 times, because maybe the thing is not working, I guess. You cannot write with it. It keeps on broke every time you want
Mm.
to use it, something like that. So he fails many times. But he learns a lot of things during that process. But
Mm.
person B, okay, he just follow what person A do. That is work. What work what works to invent a pen, right? So this person A share instructions to person B how to invent a pen,
Mm.
and person B just follow the instructions, and he invent a pen in just 5 minutes. Isn't that,
Mm.
yeah? You succeed, you achieve the things, but
Mm.
you don't learn a lot of things. To me, you don't
Mm.
get the good experience making that thing. You just follow instructions. Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's
Why
the analogy.
why why does this sound familiar?
Really?
It's quite familiar. Okay.
Okay.
It's like I know where this analogy is adapted from.
Aha.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But I won't say.
Okay.
Okay. I think I get what you mean by that. It's like um without the pain, like without the suffering,
Mm-hmm.
from failing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like without all those, you would not have a meaning, I think, for that particular thing. It's like you said, this person A who actually went through all of that just to, make a pen.
Yeah.
It's like it's more meaningful to him because he knows the mechanism, he knows everything. While
Correct.
this person B, he probably just know the good side of it. He just knows that, oh, he shouldn't do this. He doesn't really know why he shouldn't do this,
Yep.
but he just follows so that he won't make those mistakes, so that it's not very time consuming, so he can just like finish up and make that product. So that pen doesn't really give him value or doesn't give meaning to him, I think.
Correct. Correct.
Mm,
So when someone's asked person B, who just follow the instructions,
mm,
something that out of the box, right? He
mm,
just someone asked him, if I do this, will it work? Person B doesn't know. He just
yep.
say it doesn't work, and this person going to ask why? Why it doesn't work?
And
Person
they
B
don't
doesn't
have
know.
answer.
They don't
Yep.
have answer. I don't know. It just doesn't work. But if you
Mm,
ask person B, person A, sorry, person A is going to come up with their reasons for you, right?
yep.
Logical reasons, and it's fun. You know stuff. You know a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I can see both has its advantages and disadvantages. I mean,
Correct.
for person A, it probably will be a lot more time consuming. It can take months or years to just, create something. While
True.
for person B, it will take them shorter time, but it doesn't really mean that the impact for himself would be as same as the person A, I think.
True.
Mm,
Yeah. So I think person A is more skillful in that field, inventing pen field. He's
mm.
more skillful than person B because he knows stuff. But yeah, time
Well,
consuming versus efficiency.
yep. Yeah, I think I know where is this coming from. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, both actually benefit each other. It's like, okay, let's imagine there's like one Thomas Edison, right? There's like
Mm-hmm.
this one logical guy, like crazy guy who just built a light bulb. And
Mm-hmm.
then what if like everyone just depends on him, you know? Like he
True.
needs to have this like a team or like a few people, some people under him that would want to, continue his legacy, I think. It's like keep maintaining his idea, I think. It's like, oh, you need to maintain this so that people in the future can also like experience this thing, this good
Mm.
light bulb, like this light. Okay. So without if we just rely on this genius, you
Mm-hmm.
know, we probably would not experience that now because it's so time consuming to just learn about something. And what if Thomas Edison just decided to tell people, you learn it yourself, it's mine, this thing is mine,
True.
you figure out yourself how to do it. We
True.
probably wouldn't have light bulbs now. So I
Yeah.
feel like these people who learn from him, like learn to know what to do, what to not do, they kind of spread this thing and makes it useful for everyone. Yeah, that's what
True.
I think. Mm.
True. It's all about efficiency.
Yep.
People just want to see that something that is working. I just want to have the bulb, the light bulb,
Yeah,
right?
I just want my house to have light.
I just want to have a light in my
Yeah.
rooms, in my
Yeah.
bedrooms, so I can just
Mm.
study, read, write.
Mm.
I don't want to know
Yes.
how to invent, please.
Yeah, but people who didn't sign up for it, of course. Mm.
Yep.
Mm.
So that is where efficiency becomes handy.
Yeah, imagine. I mean, just imagine if these geniuses just say, "I don't know, figure out yourself." Oh my
Yep.
god! It's like-
Oh my god.
yeah, that's why
Yeah.
it comes in handy when people with the ones that can help spread the knowledge, the
Yeah.
thing.
Correct.
Mm, mm,
Correct.
mm,
All right. So there's a good and bad
mm,
with efficiency
mm.
and time consuming.
Yep.
All right.
Mm,
Where are we just now?
mm,
Yeah. Some people take failures as their end result. That's what I'm saying just now.
mm,
Because yeah, then when they cannot cope with the end result, which is failure, they just quit. Why? Because they cannot bear with the feelings they got once they fail. They don't like the discomfort. I mean, who does like discomfort, right?
mm.
Who does like that? Well,
Embarrassment,
yeah,
feel like being wronged.
true.
Mm,
But to the people who wants to improve, they do like that.
mm,
Not in the terms of, I like that. It feels, give me like good feelings once I fail. No, it's something like the sign for them
mm.
to shows that they are improving.
It's challenging for them,
Yeah,
right? Mm,
it's like you eat a medicines, right? And medicines, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't taste good, but it's good for you.
mm.
Yeah, something like
Medicines.
that.
Yep.
Medicines.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's just the
Yep.
price. If you want to succeed, the price is your comfort, shame,
Ah,
your image, your name. People will
ah,
start to talk about you. People will
ah.
underestimate you. You need to go through that, all right, in order for you to improve.
When you say you need to sacrifice your comfort zone, I just
Yeah, it's hard, it's hard,
mm.
but it's good for you.
I mean, it needs balance, right? Mm.
Balance, correct,
Mm.
correct.
Mm-mm.
You
Okay.
can make
Mm-hmm.
the failure. You can minimize the failure by doing something like planning, of course. But if you fail, then
Yep.
just accept it. You
Yep.
try, you try, you try to avoid that. Mm.
I knew it because I think you would likely to avoid failures, right?
Yeah, I don't like failures. Who does, right? Just not.
Yeah, who does? It
Yeah,
feels embarrassing. It feels, I don't
mm,
know, horrible sometimes.
yeah. But we cannot
Mm.
run from that. From that.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, sometimes I just need to do planning to minimize the failures. So I
Mm.
don't really feel the discomfortness. I feel the efficiency thing.
I think I get now what you mean by. I think before this, you used to mention about the reason why you don't want to like giving orders all the time, asking like telling me to do everything, what to do and stuff is because you don't want to take away that experience of learning, right? You don't want to take that away from me. It's
Yeah,
like,
correct.
I mean, so what if I fail, right? I mean, I can learn from it, but if I just follow everything that you say, like that you tell me, then it will take that away, like that experience, right? Mm.
Correct.
Okay.
I
Mm.
actually take the independence from you
Mm.
for you to find the truth yourself, the
Mm.
actual truth.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's still okay with, telling people what to do and stuff as long as your intentions were right, and it's like as long as it's worth it, like for example, if this thing is not worth it for me to go through, then I think that's fine if you like tell
Skip it.
people. Yep,
Yeah.
tell people that you shouldn't do this because it's not worth it to go through. Like it's not worth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yep.
But if this thing is worth for this person to go through, then I guess it's fine for them to let them discover failure. Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
If the failures is useless for them, then why bother? Let them fail if you know it's not good for them, right?
Yep.
Just warn them so that they will be aware of that things. Right? There's some
Yes.
failures that you can avoid. There's some failure that you need to face. For
Mm.
example, if you want to learn programming, you will fail a lot. You will find you will found a lot of errors, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
But if you like want to prepare food, something you want to prepare for someone, you want to prepare the food for yourself. You just want to feel good, so you will try to avoid all of the unnecessary thing, right?
Mm.
Unnecessary failures, right?
Mm.
So yeah, you gotta have balance.
We can also take this example for what I meant failure by the one that's worth it and the one that's not worth it. Is like
Correct.
this example is I think it's pretty common before. It's like asking a fish to climb a tree.
Hmm.
Have you ever heard of that? It's
Yeah,
like okay, I make
I've seen
myself
that somewhere.
as an example. Okay, so I was, I took computer science, which is not something that I want, you know. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's not aligned with the goal of identity of who I want to be and stuff. So it's like I keep forcing myself to, do this thing when I just can't, and I keep failing and I keep failing and never improving. So it's like, yeah, it's like the analogy when you are forcing this other species to do this thing that is meant for other species. I mean, one of the things of failure is when you need to know when to give up. I think it's like if this thing is really not working for you, I mean, is just not meant for you. Like you are not even into that thing, then you probably should consider giving up and just like put your focus on something that is more worth your attention.
True.
Mm.
It's like forcing yourself learning something that you don't like. Even
Mm.
people tell you, okay, this thing is useful for you. It's going to give you a good future. Learn this, learn this, learn this. But you just don't
Mm.
like it.
Mm.
So why bother learning about it?
Yeah, unless this thing really for me it's like it's still okay if this thing really is like useful in the future. But if it's like subjective, then I think means that it's not really meant for everyone. Then I think there's still a way for us to skip it. Mm.
Correct.
Mm. Uh,
Skip it in a good way.
yeah.
Yeah. At least you get something, At least
Yep.
you got the experience, good things from it.
I think we can understand why our parents are so, keen in sharing their experience and sharing their failures. Is because they don't want us to end up being like them, right? But since sometimes we don't share the same failures, right?
Correct.
So, yeah, every individual is different.
Correct.
Mm.
We are not a product in a factory. We are
Mm.
human. We are
Yep.
unique.
Yep. Everyone is not meant to be the same.
Correct.
Mm.
What works for you may not work for anyone else.
Mm. Yep.
Okay. Now let's
Hmm.
continue. Okay,
Okay.
so I said just now, people will failures will cost you your comfort, your shame, your image, your name, right? So this thing
Yes.
will demotivate you from doing what you are doing right now. And maybe at this point you can seek for something, uh, someone that you trust or comfortable with to talk about your
Mm.
problems, so that you can deal with this kind of feelings, demotivation feelings, unmotivated,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
feelings.
Sometimes it's not like our own support to ourselves is not enough. So we need to find someone that actually cares about us.
Yeah, find support.
Mm.
Yeah, just to talk about your problems, or maybe to listen to their advice if they have,
Mm.
just for you to not feeling alone,
Mm.
right?
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Also, maybe the person that you talk to can help you to see the different perspective, I guess, which can
Yes.
help you to fix your problem, to face your struggle.
Mm.
Different way to see something, and that is
Yeah.
good.
Sometimes we feel like this is one of the thing that my brain at least always tricks me of thinking. Sometimes I think I know everything.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes I think I don't really need other people's output input, I don't know, like
Mm,
opinion, I guess, because I know what are they going to say. I keep assuming that I know what are they going to say. I know how they view this thing. When they actually say it, it's pretty different than what I thought. Yeah, so it's good to find other people's advice sometimes.
yeah, true.
Mm.
you know um I seen this quote somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
mm, a genius, I guess, learn from everyone,
Mm.
so that their kids, their parents, their friends, this old guy, random guy in the street, they learn from everyone, because yeah, everyone can help them to see different perspective, something that they just know it doesn't know at that time,
Mm.
right?
I see.
But
Yep.
stupid people knows everything.
Did you just call me stupid?
No, 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 no. I seen this somewhere. I've seen this somewhere. But I'm not calling you stupid.
Yeah, I mean sometimes I feel like I tend to have this yeah, it sounds arrogant. Like I feel like I know everything. It's like an ego, I guess. But I actually don't.
Yeah.
Mm.
So be careful with that.
Yep.
We
I
gotta.
need to.
We need to be careful.
Mm-mm.
Mm. All right.
Mm.
I think that's it from me. Do you have anything to add on?
Nope. I don't have any more. That's all.
All right. Go
Mm.
and end this discussions with the
Yep.
conclusions.
Mm-hmm.
It's very quick, a very short conclusions from me. Be okay with failure. It's one of the steps that you need to face throughout your journey.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, sometimes it takes practice for us to accept failure because acceptance does not come in a day.
yeah.
Mm.
You need to practice the acceptance muscle in your brain.
I accept I fail. It's a bit
Mm,
hard because sometimes you
yeah,
have this like big fat ego that you feel like you know everything, and then somehow this thing fail, and you be like, "What?" And yeah, and then
yeah.
you probably would want to give up because you thought you were right, but you were wrong, and you need to like own up to that you were wrong. And then,
Mm, true.
yeah, it takes someone's huge gut to accept that you failed.
Yeah,
Mm.
it takes practice. You
Yep.
gotta practice your um, acceptance muscle in your brain. Okay, I fail. I accept it. The first time
Mm.
it will be hard, it will be tough. Second time it will be easier. third time will be easier. You
Mm.
gotta practice. Checks out.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. So
Okay.
thank you there for having a good discussion with me about failure.
Okay. Thank you too for having this podcast with me.
Yeah, sure. Okay, see
Mm.
you later in the next podcast.
Yep.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. Mm-mm.